Alright, welcome to everybody's favorite Red Mage, episode number 104. I'm Nofing Wei, aka Spencer, and this is a 5-minute breakdown of a Red Magic the Gathering card, the properties, missed opportunities, and honestly what I think. You can find me on twitch.tv/NofingWei for a $0 free experience on MTG Arena. I'll show you how to get it done. Today is the card from the set March of the Machines. Bloodfeather Phoenix. 2 mana, red, and a colorless for a 2/2 creature Phoenix. And it's rare. It's flying. Bloodfeather Phoenix can't block whenever an instant or a sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent or battle. You may pay red. If you do, return Bloodfeather Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. All right. Graveyard birds. Very, very popular in the red color. It joins all the other red mana birds. You know, you have Phoenix Chick. You have that super silly. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of birds that come back from the graveyard. This is a very popular, shtick that red does. What I like about this Bloodfeather Phoenix is it's 2 mana for a 2/2. That's already good. The power curve in Magic, right? The power curve in Magic, if you have to remember, is it always starts at that with the werebear. 2 mana for a 2/2, not the werebear, excuse me. What's the name of that bear? It's a bear. 2 mana for a 2/2 green bear. I can't remember right now. But when we start at that creature, and then everything else is extra. Everything else is cake, right? So here we have 2 mana for a 2/2 flyer, which is already incredible. Like a 2 mana for a 2/2 bear already is already good. Now we're gonna have it fly. That's amazing. Okay. Now a lot of the times when you have already a pretty good value creature, 2 mana for 2/2 flyer, the drawbacks, right, especially in red, is can't block, right? Usually it already has haste, but they cut 1 red mana. I know this would have been 3 mana, but they cut a red mana and they gave it haste because you have to pay a red from the yard anyway, right? So if you don't have the extra red mana, right, because now it's they realized Arc-like Phoenix. That's the creature I was trying to think of. Arc-like Phoenix is the creature that doesn't cost mana. It triggers on the 3rd spell that you cast on that turn, right? The 3rd instant or sorcery you cast on that turn. Versus all these other birds, you have to pay red mana, right? Because Arc-like Phoenix was a little busted. Like let's be real. You just cast spells, especially in a storm deck or especially in wizards, right? You have this ability where creatures can just come back, especially you're just casting spells, so it's nothing but value. Here, Bloodfeather Phoenix almost gets as much value, but then you compete. You compete with all the other creatures because it does cost resources, right? Are you going to pay 1 red mana for a 2/2 flying haste? Sounds pretty good, right? Sounds pretty good. Only time I have a hard problem with this is when you're going to have to cast an instant or sorcery. You're going to have to zap your opponent with a spell. So technically, this is costing you a resource. This is costing you to cast a spell, right? Now, can you do this in your opponent's turn? Whenever an instant or sorcery you control deals damage, you may pay. Yes, so you can cast this. So I just read this now. It sounds like you could do this at the end step, right? That's cool. You could play with fire. You could shock them. You could bolt them at the end step. For 2 mana, 1 red for the burn spell, 1 red for Bloodfeather Phoenix. Comes back at the end step, right? Now, it gaining haste at the end step, not so cool. But you untapping on the next turn, especially giving your opponent to respond, this is better off in the books. Bloodfeather Phoenix, good card. I think I could see this a little bit being played. It's hard with all the not good burn cards in Standard right now as of 2023 April, but whatever. I think that older burn spells might benefit. I think if I could make any changes, I'd probably give it, make it a 3/2 or make it a 1/3. No, this is okay. I don't know. What do you think? You guys tell me what you think, okay? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Is there something here that you see that I don't see, yeah? Let me know with the comment down below on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, or the podcast. Because honestly, I think Bloodfeather Phoenix is all right for a 2 mana for 2/2 flyer. But if there's something else, I don't know. The fact that you have to pay a red, it's really irking me. Right? Because it competes. That's the new trend that they're doing with, making sure that birds don't just come from the graveyard for free. I don't know. You tell me. Episode number 104 in the books. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.